Hey everyone, what's up? It's Lon. It's day 2 of Outbreak, and I'm sitting here with Wicket and Rudy Rexx, 2 of the 3 judges for this weekend's event. And yesterday were the prelims, and there were an insane amount of crews, like 100 plus crews entered the 2-on-2. How do you guys stay awake? How do you keep track of who's who, and how do you judge such a vast amount of crews?
Well, lots of water. Yeah, I think the main thing is looking for people that stand out, the most. I mean, there's a lot of different styles, a lot of b-boys, but that the ones that tend to stick in your head are the ones that are just out flavoring everybody.
Honestly, I like Ness. He's very entertaining, and he makes me laugh. He actually gets me through the whole thing because he just, whether he's talking ish about somebody or complimenting or who's student. I taught this is my student, this is my student, oh, she's my student, oh, he's my student. It's just, everything is very entertaining, but of course, the music is dope, the vibe is dope, the skill level is definitely there, the rawness is here, and then of course you got your b-boys who shouldn't be in the competition at all, and that's very entertaining, and it is tough. It is tough, but as judges, we're hired to do a job, and we gotta be professional and hold it down the whole time. Whether it's 200 b-boys, 10 b-boys, 100, whatever it is, we gotta hold it down no matter what. So
you guys judged all the competitions yesterday: B-girl, 2-on-2s, footwork. Are all the criteria the same across the board, or do you have a different agenda for each one?
For me, like yesterday, I was watching a footwork battle, and I had a favorite b-boy of the 2, but he in my eyes lost the footwork competition, but that didn't mean that he was my less favorite b-boy, you know what I mean? So there's definitely different criteria for each category, for sure. Yeah.
I look for a lot, I mean, every judge is gonna have their own formula of judging, but I look for the musicality and to see if this b-boy is actually making a connection with the song rather than just connection is down here, or if he's making a connection with the crowd. I get really detailed about my formula, but and also it just with the 101s, I'm sorry, the b-boy, the footwork battle, you had some b-boys that were doing some power moves and some freezes and some top rock. I'm just like, I don't understand this. Come on, we got 80 of y'all, 100 of y'all, try to make it obvious, to even for the 2-on-2s, make it obvious. Don't let it be close. It's gonna make everything easier and flow more. So, there's a lot, and it just really depends on the competitor or competitors.
And you touched upon this earlier with one of your answers, and I was talking to Max about it too. But do you view Outbreak, some b-boys enter jams whatever they can to gain as much experience as they can, and then you end up with 150 plus crews. Do you view this event as something that you can just enter for experience, or should you really train?
Yeah.
What's your stance on just battle experience?
I definitely feel like you should probably know your place or know your rank, quote unquote, if you will. Yeah. Give a little shout out there, little hidden shout out to the Bay. No, but yeah, I definitely feel like the smaller community jams, in your city are built for that. You know what I'm saying? And for bigger competitions like this, it's you have a lot of b-boys out there that are not doing much, and you're going against the top of the food chain b-boys here. These guys aren't playing around, so it's just hard. It's a big gap, a big experience gap. You know what I mean? And so, I definitely feel like you should kind of wait a little bit and train, hit the dungeon, and know when that time to come out and fuck people up on the dance floor.
I guess with me, I'm just complaining. They got the right to enter whatever event, to gain more experience. I tell my crew members, the new guys, so it's really, when it comes down to 100, then of course, the judges are gonna get a little annoyed. I'm being honest, I'm gonna get a little annoyed, maybe really annoyed, and start yelling. It's like Ness was saying that, we should, putting him on blast, he ain't even here, but should we have a gong or some kind of horn to say next, next. Of course that ain't right, but that's another reason why he's comical and very entertaining throughout this event. But these guys are what you gonna do? What you gonna tell them? They're paid money to get in. can't really do nothing about it.
Yeah,
So
they definitely have the right. They definitely have the right to be here. It's just, you know, I mean, it's kind of like one of those hidden, the gray areas. Like maybe you should just wait a little bit, man, and get, you know, earn those stripes first, you know, before you enter a competition of this, you know, this level, you know. Yeah.
I mean, there are ciphers all day. Call somebody out, you know. You know why? I'm complaining again, you know, but you know that's all I have to say. I'm gonna be hated on.
Okay, well, that's all the questions I have. Do you have anything to add on? You know, words of wisdom, shout outs, anything in your community?
Just shout outs to the Texas B-boys. I miss everybody at home. That's it.
Big shout out to Mex for getting me back out here on the East Coast. Strife.tv in the building as well. Big shout out to biggest and baddest TSB. My crew back home, Renegade Rockers, Footwork Fanatics. Shout out to Flowmaster. And we out here in Outbreak 2010 is going down. If you ain't here, you missed out. Again.